I just wanted to touch upon this story with a man I've spoken to many times before. Good afternoon, Patrick Green, CEO of the Ben Stiller Trust for Knife Crime. How are you, Patrick?
Yeah, very good, Jeremy. Thank you.
Really good to have you on, mate. We've spoken many times. You know, I've known Brooke, and the work that you do is amazing. I think what sort of I wanted your opinion on was that story under this new Labour government some weeks ago that you could take your zombie knife to your local police station and get £10, which filled me full of fear and horror. You know, you could be just coming back from committing a crime and be stopped by the police and go, oh, there you go. I mean, it's frightening. A knife wholesaler, this story came out today, whose weapons have been used in several killings, has surrendered more than 35,000 zombie blades, Patrick. Police said the knives and machetes were designed to kill and maim, but under that government scheme, the Luton-based sporting warehouse will receive, I can't even believe I'm writing this, £350,000 compensation from a government, and I don't want to get you political, who have just stopped pensioners being able to heat their homes. What's happened to our world, my friend? I don't understand that story at all.
Well, I think we should be shocked at the numbers, first of all. 35, the large number of knives that this wholesaler had. It's not the only wholesaler. There are other wholesalers out there. They wouldn't be stocking 35,000 knives if they didn't feel they were going to sell them, and sell them in a relatively short period of time so they can recover their profit. It gives us a huge, some extent of the number of these knives that are out there. We've been campaigning for over a decade to have these knives banned. This is the third attempt by government to ban these weapons. The previous two have failed.
When you say, can I just jump in there for a reason, just so people know, there's some stuff on screen. The zombie knives with the razored edge, these quite seriously kill and maim. We did a show with you some months ago, last year at some point, and we at Talk were able to buy 3 zombie knives online. They were delivered to this building under a secure situation within 24 hours. Anybody of any age could have sent that email. It is, why would governments not be able to instantly ban this?
Yeah, that's the second piece of work that we're actually campaigning for. The review of this online purchase where age verification is just completely ignored. You can't go into a bricks and mortar high street shop and buy a knife of any description unless you're 18 years of age.
Right.
However, you can go onto a platform. I'm not encouraging anybody to do this. An online marketplace that most of us will know, and any of them, and you can probably buy a knife and not have age verification. And if that platform is based outside the UK, you can probably buy an illegal knife and have it delivered to your door without any age verification. The laws are just not fit for purpose.
I go back there. Successive governments, not just one, the last one. Why doesn't a politician on day one say, we have a knife crime epidemic in this country, I'm going to ban them, and I'm going to make the punishment for having them and being caught with them, I'm going to double it, and you'll have to serve your sentence. Why would any sane politician listen to organisations like yours, Patrick, and instigate that policy straight away?
Oh, you're asking me to answer the impossible here. We've been campaigning for quite some time. For us, the delay in getting this legislation through was 17 months, and that's with no political objections. It's baffling that knives that have served no purpose. I mean, these zombie-style machetes are not the machetes that you would clear the brambles from in your garden. They're completely useless in terms of agricultural use or any other use, other than causing harm and death. They've got no value to our society whatsoever. Yet it's taken 3 attempts and 17 months in the last time. I can't answer your question. You can tell from my reaction the frustration I have within the system. There are more knives that need to be banned. Age verification, as you rightly point out, Jeremy, huge problem. But also this still remains knives like ninja swords, various other knives that must follow in terms of this ban. And the new government have promised to do that. However, I worry about the length of time that it takes, because while we're waiting, those knives are still legal, and we know that people bulk purchase them in that period.
It's sort of, to me, I mean, and maybe it's easy sitting here, and certainly the machinations of government, I'm sure, are hard, but it seems to me that it doesn't take too much of a brain to go, I'm not going to screw pensioners. I'm going to accept that in many towns and cities there's a fear of knife crime and there's an epidemic. Let's just ban them. Let's make it better. I completely applaud the work that the Ben Kinsella Trust does for knife crime. I would hope it would just be common sense, Patrick. Not long to go, but what is your hope? We've got a minute. What's your hope, my friend?
Well, ultimately, my hope is age verification is hugely important. We extend the ban on knife sales, but there's other stuff to do. It isn't just about the knife. It's about the idea that you carry a knife to protect yourself, which is getting stronger, perpetuated by social media myths. It's what you see in your social media feeds. It's normalized, it's glamorized, you're desensitized to it. Huge work to do with tech companies about getting them to get their platforms in order. There's a lot of work to do. But well,
listen, I'm out of time for this hour, but we are always happy to have you, and I think your organisation deserves real respect, and I hope that one government one day listens to you. Thank you, Patrick Green.